Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're here this morning to watch our show. We always appreciate your viewership, and we're very humbled by your responses we get from you. Let's take a look at our weather, brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning, Drew Pollard and his hard-working crew. And I do mean that now, hard-working crew up there in Southport, but they fan out throughout the whole area. Just give them a call. We're looking at a high today, 78, low of 64, and our water temperature at the end of the pier is 74 degrees, and we're headed out there today to do some pier fishing with our Mosley Outdoor Education class, and really looking forward to it. Then we're going to have lunch at Pineapple Willie's, and I always buy the lunch of the kid who catches the biggest fish. So there's a lot of competition going on. So we're looking forward to having a big day. We're looking at the river region brought to us by Mountain Dew. Check them out again. They're in the color part, the color chart. Looking at the Apalachicola Bluntstown 14.3. It's got a little bit of a drop to it, but it's really pretty steady. It's not going to be, it's just high water right now. Springtime high water. The Choctawhatchee at Caryville, right at 11 foot. And it's going up. It's going up with rain we've had this week, and it's just hopefully maybe it'll settle down and start going down for the weekend. But right now, it's pretty high at 11 foot. That's really high for the Choctawhatchee River. The tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. We've talked all week about such strong tides we're having, and it's just really good tidal flow. It's coming the high tide, it'll be right in the middle of the day, 12:22. So if you want to fish a strong incoming tide, it's this morning. You want to fish a strong outgoing tide, anytime after 12:22. Remember, you're going to have that little bit of neap time, about half an hour, 40 minutes or so, with nothing going on. We'll call that dead time, and it's going to start going out. But the wind, again, in double figures at south-southeast at about 14. Not 15 now, but 14. All right? Let's take a break. We'll be right back with our guest. Welcome back, and welcome to a familiar face here on Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning.
Captain Rick. We were just talking about it. Actually, most of y'all don't know this. We started the show, the outdoor show. I say we, Fox 28 with Tom Najar and all. They started a little outdoor segment on his show he was doing, and you were actually coming on as a guest before I got started.
Yeah.
Like I really got started full time, like right at the end of 05 and 06. But now in 04 and all, you were coming on as a guest and talking about boats and all.
Yep.
You remember all those days?
Oh yeah, sure do.
So he's been doing it longer than I have. But we're glad to have him back. And we were talking about that dead tide in between the high tide and the low tide, where flat time, that we'll call it dead time. As fishermen outdoorsmen, we'd always get tickled. Some people just get, oh no, but we just all right now. It's time for us to get some vitamins, some crackers.
Or get you some sardines and a little cheese and olives and some crackers.
I was always, especially middle of the day, I was up to us, we'd like ring at the lunch bell. All right, lunchtime.
That's it. Take a break, because they ain't gonna do nothing for about 30 minutes there. You gonna have to just figure out something else to do. It's dead.
Now you can use your phone and call people. But speaking about being on the water, he spent his lifetime on the water. His dad spent his lifetime on the water.
Oh, yeah.
And just a remarkable heritage there. One of the things that you've always loved your boats.
Yep. Well, I was sixth generation in my family in the Maritime.
See, that's something.
Yep. And I had two great uncles that started my dad, and or great uncles.
Yeah.
On the W.D. Callahan. When it was running from Columbus down to Apalachicola.
That was a remarkable time.
Yeah, he started in 1919. They needed a cabin boy. The cabin boy had gotten the Spanish flu and died, and they needed another cabin boy, and they hired him when he was 10 years old to be a runner.
They didn't have the child labor laws back then.
No, well, they didn't have them when I grew up.
Yeah, well, that's true now.
But people say, well, you learned to fly when you were 13 years old. I said, yeah. I said, I illegally soloed on my 14th birthday. And they were supposed to be 16 before you solo, but they knew I'd quit if I didn't go ahead and do it. I'd get bored. And they didn't want me to quit. So.
Speaking of boats, you're still hanging around boats.
Oh,
You're still hanging around boats. And they're running a commercial with us now. This I got a picture right here. Let's show this. This is, I got it right up here.
Champagne
Lady at Sheraton, Panama City Beach Resort. A fine looking boat there. And that's the one you brought up from South Florida.
Yep, that's me at the helm in that picture.
Really?
Yeah, that's me in the wheelhouse.
All right, all aboard the Champagne Lady, the newest addition to the Sheraton. 78-foot yacht.
Yeah.
And dolphin tours, brunch cruises, and sunset. So you run it on Sundays? Is that?
That's correct. If it sails on Sunday, I'm a skipper
Okay.
that day to give Charlie a day off. Charlie Schlesinger's a good skipper and runs the rest of the time.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want a full-time job.
Oh, no.
No.
But do you enjoy just getting behind the
Oh,
throttle?
yeah.
And,
I still enjoy it. I still get the same kick out of taking a boat out that I did when I was 10 years old. It was fun.
So the food, how's the food been?
Food's very good. They usually have, it's a brunch, so you have all your breakfast foods, but you also have crab legs and some shrimp, boiled shrimp, stuff like that for the tourists that want some seafood. They have a good menu. They have an excellent chef. So, and it's 2 hours. We leave at 11, get back about 1.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit after, but right around, it's at least 2 hours. And if we're a little late because somebody's late coming out, I always, make sure you get your 2 hours.
Yeah.
So we'll be a little late coming back and we're late going.
Okay.
And then if we've got enough people, we run again, usually the sunset cruise.
Oh, the sunset. So y'all have different packages in.
Yeah, they do,
Okay.
and
Right.
it varies. So I'm not going to tell you anything that's set in stone. You need to call the Sheraton or go on there. There's a thing called Open Table. www.opentable.com will take you to the.
Okay, and this one right here also, you can go to Sheraton
Yeah,
PCB.
you can go to Sheraton
at the bottom there
PCB.
and get the private party or
Yeah.
all kinds of things. I know some folks who've done their weddings on the boats and all at sunset. And
It's a good cruise.
Yeah.
We cover the bay enough that you see what's out there, and this is one of the prettiest inland bays anywhere in the world.
locals take it for granted how beautiful
They do.
St. Andrew Bay
We
is.
live in
beautiful.
paradise, and a lot of them have never been out there and seen it, and they need to come ride the boat. We have a lot of people that come down from places like Alpha, and, Mariana, and
That's right.
so on, Chipley.
I think the key to our beauty in St. Andrew Bay is actually the Shell Island without the condos.
Yes.
Because you actually got natural scenes. So we get in St. Andrew Bay, like we were talking about this
That's
past week, and you just see natural beauty. And down the beach and all, you have the condos and all, but you got that natural beauty. Also, we save by Tyndall. You don't have any big areas over there.
Yep.
So I know they enjoy that.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty, and plus, Panama City's pretty.
It is. Yeah.
Especially from the water side.
And especially at night when you're looking back at it, get out there around the pass and look back at the shoreline. It's cool.
Plus, I enjoy, people say, well, some people ask dumb questions. I said, no, they just ask questions that they don't know. They're not here. They don't see what we see every day and take for granted. And they come down and they ask and they want to learn. And I like answering the questions and And then I if there's any kids on that want to run and drive, once we're out in the bay, we got plenty of room, and I can stand right there with them, and they get to wear the captain's hat and run the boat for a little bit.
That'd be a cool picture and all.
Oh, it is. They
Look at my
get
new
a
boat.
kick out of it.
All right, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back, folks. Okay, welcome back. We have some pictures to share with you that you folks have been sending in on a regular basis, and if you want to friend me on Facebook and send me some stuff, that's fine, or email or whatever. This is Kimberly Buchanan Barr, and we just got together on Facebook. Look here, she sent this picture. The Buchanan slaying the Spanish, his father and daughter. The Buchanan family been here a good while. You remember how when they started out there in West Bay, way back. So good picture of Kimberly Buchanan Barr. I want to read this to you. You don't have to show it, but anyway, I want to tell you about the fish fry. Tomorrow there will be the Bent Rod Fishing Club fish fry up there in the Funiac Springs, and they're expecting 25, 30 people. But I will show you what I got a kick at that J.B. Hillard said. That's bottom line right here, okay? This will be the bottom of the red line. This will be my last fish fry as a ramrod. Hopefully some of the younger members will pick up the slack for next year. I'll be 85 on the 25th, and it's time to step down a bit. I just want to give a big shout out to J.B. Hillard to be active at age 85 and putting on a fish fry, running that fishing club and all, and it's just been an honor to work with you. So we're looking forward to seeing y'all up there at Funiac Springs at a big fish fry tomorrow. So I just got a kick out of that.
That makes me feel good. He's
I'm
a little
telling
older
you,
than I am.
yeah.
Not much.
He's going to turn into some of the younger 60-year-olds. In fact, here's some fish they got out of Choctaw River.
I bet somebody will eat one of them old dead fish.
They'll be cooking. The menu. I have to read you the menu. I got this picture of Kenny Bostrich up there in Missouri, and he got this big old gobbler weight. Folks, look at that weight, 24 pounds. That is a big gobbler. Kenny's been on the show before, and Kenny sent that to us, having a good hunt out there.
Tell them it won't taste good. That way there'll be leftovers.
That's right. Okay, Deb and Marty Crumlocker sent this again. Hey again, Winston. Thought you might like to see this. We went to the Easter service Sunday morning at the St. Joe Lighthouse, and there was a bald eagle that sat in a tree beside the lighthouse for the entire service and did not move until the service was over. Marty and I said we had an angel visit the service. Have a wonderful, blessed week. But isn't that cool?
Yeah.
You're over there, you're watching right there at the park, and the eagle just coming in to watch the sunrise service with you.
There's one right there on at mile 319 on the High Lines at the canal there, just above St. Joe too.
Okay, this is the lighthouse. The service was right there, and I thought it was good. I got a kick out of this one. Let me share this. Gas prices are so high, I just saw Dolly Parton carpooling with Jolene. Remember the song? that sort of sums it up. Okay, but anyway, talking about gas prices, everything how it affects everything in the outdoors, and inflation has going up. We were talking the other day about just fertilizing the seeds these guys are using for the food plots, and everything's going up. So in the marine industry,
same thing.
You see the same thing.
Yep. It's going up, and that's people are noticing it too. The bad part is it's kind of like some of these clubs that I'm still in. They say, well, we got to move up about $5 on the dues, and I said, wait a minute, folks, think about it. Yeah, y'all are only going up $5, but so is everybody else. And I said, I'm in about 4 or 5 of these organizations, so
I know.
do the math,
It's just a cycle.
Yeah.
And it's tough. I was showing yesterday. Now, do you take your boat outside the pass any?
If it's really calm, I'll go just outside the rocks, and then we turn around.
Yeah.
That's an inland boat primarily. And if I kind of gauge it as I go out towards the pass. I'll go out towards the end of the rocks, and if I feel the boat starting to move much, then I'll turn around early. But if I can, I try to get out and actually get them into the Gulf, and then right back in. We can go out there. It's just that I watch it because you don't want somebody to fall or hurt themselves. And we got some elderly people that ride the boat that, they're not as stable on their feet. So we kind of play that.
That's good.
Safe.
And it's been some really windy, choppy weather lately.
Yeah, it has. Well, we don't have the tree lines that we used to have that blocked the. Michael took out.
We were talking about it before the show. Rick brought up a good point. You don't have those trees to block that wind on the shoreline.
Right.
I know. Last Friday we were out there, and Jerry Forehand and I, with Jerry, we went down toward Crooked Island Sound. I hadn't actually been from that angle since the hurricane.
Right.
I did not realize the storm had actually washed out part of Crooked Island and made an island. So that had to go back to what it used to be, Crooked Island. So that's I was really fascinated with that.
It does. Well, and if you stop and think, the old East Pass was the original pass to come in here. The channel we have now was made in 1929. And really and truly, I hope they'll open that back up one day and rock it where it'll stay open. And I remember taking 85-footers through there. Back in in the 60s, we'd go out that way if we were going to fish to the south.
We have a lot of good things, coming along. Though I want to think about the fishing pier, especially ones at Mexico Beach, and then the ones we have here. These piers have been a staple as far as the fishermen and all being able to do things off the pier. And you remember the first wooden pier we had out there, sort of where Pineapple Willis is.
Yep.
The old wooden pier.
That was the old Panama City Beach pier.
That was the first pier, and there was some great fishing off that.
And then you had the county pier right there where Goofy Golf used to be, right there on the north side. I guess Goofy Golf's still there. I hadn't been out there in a while. But no, we live in paradise.
I know we do.
It's a great place to get out, and there's a lot of outside things to do.
I know it. We'll talk about that as soon as we come back after this next break. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. We're here with Captain Rick. We've got a lot of things to still cover, but let's take a look at our fishing game time today. Brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers in Port St. Joe. Our time, 2:59 to 4:59. Let's round it off to 3 to 5. And then this afternoon, 3:30 to 5:30. That rounded off for us. Okay, got a quick little, I got a minute and a half video. Heather Taylor sent this. Chad out there fishing this week. They went to Pompano fishing. I showed you a Pompano picture. But the Taylor family, I enjoy in correspondence with them. Heather did such a great job because she held her phone horizontal and instead of vertical when she took it. So here's the result. You get a full screen when you shoot it. So
right.
We got about a minute and 30 seconds. So he's out here. So Chad hooks up and everybody's excited. The sound says Winston Chester. He's hollering at me because they're shooting a video. And he said, "I got a redfish for you." And they were catching pompano also, but he could tell by that heavy pull, He's got a redfish. He thinks he has a redfish, and there he is hollering at me. He's excited. He's got a good rig there. He's got a good strong hold on it, and the little boy, he's all excited. And so he starts. It's something important now, Chad. He's fished before. You sort of walk in there sometimes. It ain't gonna hurt to get your fish. But okay, see right now, sort of walking it in. He knows he's got a big fish, so he thinks it's a big old bull red. And I'm not sure what he's fishing with, but he's got a good steady pull to it. He's not jerking anything, just a nice steady pull. He's coming in with the waves. That's always a tip I tell our surf fishermen, bring them in with the wave, and then when the wave's going out, just sort of hold it a little bit. You have to see him giving back a little bit now with that wave's going out, running down there. He's got a good angle on it. Okay, so now there's some good technique here. Okay, this is really good because when you're on a really big fish, this is exactly what you need to do. Don't take your hand. He's got some fish grips in his right hand. Okay, so he's going to reach down. There it is, right there. Reach down and grab it at bottom lip right there. Bingo. All right, he got a good grip on it. We used to use our hands, but you don't. Okay, it's always redfish. That's a drum. Okay.
Yeah.
He said it's 50 pounds. It's a big one. Well, that was just surf fishing this past weekend here in Paradise.
That's good.
Great job, Chad. He was talking to me, Winston Chester. This is for Panhandle Outdoors. So anyway, I wanted to share that with you.
That's a good-looking fish.
That is fun, and they're just a lot of fun to catch.
Yeah.
We got one more picture we're going to share with you. Captain Rick, tell us about this one right here.
Yeah, this was on. Actually, it was back in October the 24th. That's my granddaughter. She turned 12. And,
now, she looks happy.
Oh, she was.
So that would be the seventh generation behind the wheel?
Seventh generation behind the wheel, yes.
The seventh generation behind the wheel. So that's really cool.
Yeah.
That's really good. So, and you can do that sometimes when you get out there with the kids and all.
Oh,
so
yeah.
That's what I'm saying, a classic picture.
Yeah, she's going to North Bay Haven now and doing well.
They have a good marine biology program going on, setting up over there. So that'll be good. Also trying to get outdoor ed out there. Yep. Also, one other announcement I was by the day before yesterday by BJ's Marine, talked to Roger. He's been 2 weeks behind, but now he's 3 weeks behind. It's not because he's slow or anything, because he's so good. Say that again?
He's so good. He is a great mechanic.
You'll be the testimonial.
When I never let anybody mess with my engine except him on when I had my outboard. Yep. No, he's as good an outboard mechanic as there is anywhere.
And he sort of works by himself, has a little bit of help, but he wants to do it right, and he's going to do it right. And that's why it takes so much time. And so don't hesitate. Don't go in there today and think, "Well, you have this ready by Monday," because it won't be. But I was had a good talk with him day before yesterday, and his business has been phenomenal.
He took a boat that I was having trouble with. It wouldn't come out. It took halfway across the bay before it get up on plane. And I bought a new engine from him. He recommended that Daihatsu 90 horse for that particular boat. And he said, if you want a good hole shot, we'll put a Cobra fin on. Well, he did. It was $200 to put a Cobra fin on back then.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you, after he did it and he took the boat out and he got the right prop, you better hang on if I 9-holed it, because it'd throw you off the back end of the boat. It'd jump slap out from under you. It was amazing.
It's gotten really hard to find really good marine mechanics.
Yep.
They're just
they're hard.
They're not recoming. The young ones aren't doing it, and so
No, it's like, well, if you got a diesel engine, call Chuck Davis. He's super good.
yeah. So I just wanted to pass that on to you. We got about a minute or two left. You were going to start you got to get a little part-time job coming up.
Yeah, I'm going out there and go to work with Ben Collins at Bay Guns and Gear. I'm gonna work Friday and Saturday with him now. Just I was getting bored. I need something to do, and he was needing some help, and I said, well, I'm gonna go out there, and that way I can aggravate little Megan. Tell you what, that little girl is an amazing little young lady.
Yeah.
She's fixed to be a mama, but she's a gunsmith and a good one.
Wow.
And so yeah, I'm gonna go have a little fun. I want them to come by and see us at Bay Guns Gear there on Highway 77, right across from Haney, 1 block north of Baldwin Road.
Well, you can go by and talk to Rick. Now you can talk about boats. You can talk about
airplanes.
Guns, you can talk about any kind of airplanes. I mean, he does all of them. He's good at all 3 of them. So whatever you want to talk about, boats, guns, and planes.
Yeah,
That's a good combination.
I'm one of those. You don't have to agree with me, and I'm not opinionated. I'm just right. But yeah, I'll sit and talk to you about most anything that it's fun to talk about.
Yeah, and he has extensive knowledge of guns. I've been to his house and talked to him over the years and all. And again, it's hard to find good gunsmiths.
Yes, it is.
You can't. It's hard to find a good gunsmith. It's hard to get a good marine mechanic.
They do well. I've taken a lot of things out there lately that over time they need a little servicing, and I don't want to do that much anymore. So I take it out there and let Megan do it. She's reasonable and
well, we're about out of time, Rick. As always, we're glad having you on.
Absolutely,
we appreciate
it's fun. And, come see us.
All right. Y'all do something good today for your fellow man. You have a great day in the outdoors, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.